Good morning, everybody. Oh, that's me. Here we go. Sorry if you heard that.
Hello?
Hello.
Um,
Good morning. Oh, blah, 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 blah. So, I
yep, food.
was about to say, I know I told you about this yesterday, but my nerves are
Mhm.
starting to wake up, and all I can feel are little tingles every time I move my mouth. So it's
Is
like
it kind of
zingy.
similar? Is it kind of similar to like when your leg falls asleep and it gets that kind of like static feel?
Yes, but it's constantly. Every time I touch
Jeez,
it, it's constant.
I'm so sorry.
It's what it is, what it is. You know what I mean? Anyway, I hope everyone had a good week. I do apologize for last week's
Yeah,
what was it? Podcast? Yeah.
yeah. Like I still don't have a computer and I couldn't get it working on my husband's computer.
Well, also I was going on a day trip, so that's entirely on me. I was like, we got to go do day trip things. Um, but I'm glad I came back and we're still intact. Everything still seems to be working fine. You're doing great.
Yee.
But,
I didn't burn it down.
huh?
I didn't burn it down.
Yeah, you didn't burn it down. Congrats.
Yee.
um, but yes, our topic for today is what we've been
Oh,
watching lately because you didn't get a chance to see it. But my mind has
right.
been on the Game Awards. I streamed it and I have a lot of opinions because one, the Game Awards was awesome, but at the first half with all the world premieres, but the later half it kind of
Yeah.
fell through. Also, did you hear
Mm.
about the kid? Have you at least heard about
What?
that?
What?
The kid that went on stage.
Oh, no.
You
What the
didn't
fuck
hear?
happened?
Oh my
How did I
god! Oh my god! It's everywhere. Okay, hold up. Let me eat my blueberries and find this.
clearly not if my little rock hasn't found it?
It was like all over Twitter. And I saw it happen. And the thing of it is,
Oh
I was
well,
like,
I mean,
mm, mm. Okay. So it was at the very end. They announced the game of the year, right? There was a
yeah.
kid. Oh my god. There was a kid who snuck on stage with the creators of the game of the year, which was Elden Ring. Congrats to Elden Ring. Um,
I mean, fair.
yes.
Like I get it. Like my husband's been a Dark Souls player or Souls player for a very, very long time. Um, so like I understand how far Elden Ring has come from Dark Souls, and like, good for them.
No, it's great, but like it was between that what was it? Horizons and
Hmm.
God of War. And God of War swept the floor with a lot of the awards that they won,
Yeah,
right?
no, like I've been hearing that about God of War too, as
Yeah,
well.
Ragnarok. And it's honestly, I
Yeah.
can see why they won so many awards. It's a fantastic game. But Game of the Year award went to Elden Ring, which is good for them. There was a
Hmm.
kid who snuck on stage, right? And after everyone did their the thank you for the support, all this, whatever, the kid grabs the mic and he says, "Real quick, I want to thank everybody." And this is quote. I'm looking it up on an article. He says, "Real quick, I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody," and walks off.
What the
Not only that, not only that, he got arrested soon after because the guys who made Elden Ring, they're Japanese, and
Yeah.
they were like, "Who the fuck is this kid?" I knew the moment I saw him walk up there. I was like, like I even made a comment about it on stream. I was like, "There's a kid," but I could tell he wasn't. I thought he was like a son to one of those guys. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna judge, but he was just a random kid. No one knew why he was there. He was just there, bruh. Everyone was like, "The fuck? The heck?" but he was immediately arrested. Um,
So he was not like a 10-year-old or something. He was like a teenager.
yeah, still kid, because that's like the childish
I
thing
mean,
to
yeah,
do.
still legally a kid,
Mm-hmm.
dumb as fuck, obviously, but should be old enough to know better kind of situation.
Yeah, and like, well, he got the attention he wanted. Bro got it. But that was like that was the only thing at the end of the awards that really took everyone by storm. um, but I think I tagged you, or maybe I didn't. Splatoon 3 won. Mm.
I don't think you tagged me, but Zamer absolutely messaged me out of the blue. It's just like Splatoon 3.
Yeah. I think it was like
And I'm
best
like,
multi. No, it's not best multiplayer. It won for something. I don't remember.
it
But
was shooter, best shooter,
which is
which
funny.
is true.
Yeah, sure, it was funny because we had all the other like really good shooter games.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, because I was watching the stream awards with Zamer, it was awesome. But again, aren't a lot of AAA titles that I'm very excited for. There is one puzzle game that I'm actually super stoked about because it's kind of like you kind of need optical illusions or something to solve the puzzles.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it. It's called Viewfinder. I still haven't thought about I haven't. It hasn't left my mind. I want to play that game so damn bad. It looks amazing. And it's a puzzle game where you use a camera and you take a picture, and then the picture will pull out whatever's in the picture. It's you have to watch it. It's insane. I'm here
Okay.
for it. Absolutely here for it. What other games were announced? Honestly, there's just a bunch of indie games. I'm not going to talk about Final Fantasy 16 because I'm still pissed about Final Fantasy 15. And that was like the big trailer that they were holding off for. So, you know how there's like for the Game Awards, there's like a lot of good trailers coming out because we don't have E3, right?
Yeah.
They had only one, and it was Final Fantasy 16. And I was not excited about it. I was like, fuck Final Fantasy 16 after what you did to 15. I was so mad about it. You could hear it on stream. However, there was more excitement around Hades 2. I'm sorry, what was that?
Illusion.
What was that?
I was about to say, isn't like Final Fantasy 14 the one with like the road trip? But then I realized it's like, wait, no, I think Final Fantasy 14 is the online.
It is,
right?
yeah, yes. 15 is the road trip one with the bros, and it had everything, but they just like, nah, fuck this one, and finish it off in books. Like, come on, seriously? I'm still so mad about it. I'm so salty. I'm so salty about it because they were like, time for 16. No, fuck that. Fuck 16. I'm not excited about it like at all. Because and maybe I'm just I don't want to give it a chance. They had something golden with 15. Yeah. Anywho, that's my rant of the day. Fuck Final Fantasy 16 just because I'm pissed about 15, and I don't think I'm gonna play it.
I'm fine. You know, there's gonna be more rants later.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This is us we're talking about. We had a whole ass podcast that we could just rant.
All in all, though, the Game Awards were really fun. I actually was just kind of into it for the game trailers because a lot of them were announced.
Yeah.
The world premieres, and a lot of indie games I'm very excited about. Hades 2, hella excited about. The Gaze one, we got another Hades, and yeah, that's pretty much.
I feel like it's a little too soon for a new Hades.
No, I don't think so, because Hades was 20. Hold on.
It was 2020, wasn't it?
Hades wasn't
Or
2020.
2021.
Hades video game. 2020, yeah. It was on the Switch in 2020. But early access was 2018. So it's been a few years. Yeah. So around 20 between 2018 and 2020 apparently.
Yeah.
And it didn't actually hit like PlayStations and Xboxes until 2021. So the Switch got it first because,
Mm.
and it really gained popularity because it's an amazing game, artistically beautiful. I absolutely love the characters, just stunning. So I honestly I understand why they would put Hades 2 so close after. Well, not even that close, but yes, close after that because you want to ride that high before like it's a very different dungeon crawler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was amazing. 10 out of 10. I was super stoked. I screamed. I was like, fuck yes. Because I really enjoyed Hades. Um,
Again, no, my only comment is like it does feel really soon, but then again, I'm only aware of it because it ended up on the Switch and things like that.
mm-hmm.
Um, and so obviously, like early access or PC or whatever was like 2018 things, but like as a Switch player, it seems really soon. But then again, I've mentioned this on podcasts. I've kind of mentioned it like in person to you. I've mentioned it even on like PokePoke like channel in his chat and stuff that it's like the one that I see the most common do this is Pokemon having
Mm-hmm.
a really bad like crank out and like cranking things out way too quickly.
Mm-hmm. I can
But
see that.
it's yeah, it's like I've never played Hades, but I also like am just someone that wants to give games a chance before you start like pumping out new
Right.
stuff.
Right. I can understand that. But I think now, because, and honestly, this is my take on why they're churning games so quickly,
Mm,
is because during the pandemic, the gaming industry was the one that thrived the most. Like it boomed
yeah,
and it hasn't let up
because
as
everyone was
much.
at home.
Yeah, but even then, like it hasn't let up as much as people thought, that it would now that things are kind of semi back to normal. So it's still like a very like it's still growing. It just boomed during the pandemic. Um,
Right.
I mean, yeah, I lost a little steam because everyone went back to work, but still, people are very excited to see all the new games coming out. I should also mention another game that people were super excited about was Death Stranding 2, Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding.
Yeah.
The second game was announced, and it's funny because even on stage, he was like,
Okay, hang on.
"Yeah,
Just as clarification, he's the guy that did Silent Hill.
no, Hideo Kojima is the one who did Metal Gear Solid or
Okay,
the Metal
okay.
Gear games."
Do you understand that it's just like, hang on now, like there's
He was
a lot
supposed
of
to,
Japanese creators that
yes,
make
he was
great
supposed to
content,
make,
and I just don't know.
no, yeah, he was supposed to make Silent Hill with Guillermo del Toro, but that project was scrapped because they mistreated Hideo.
Oh yeah, because Konami's fucking bitch.
Yeah, and I'm still pissed about that too. Fuck that. So mad. I've been mad about a lot of things now that I think about it. But
You're like, I'm done with this rant, and I'm like, bullshit, man. We will find something else on purpose or on accident.
that's true. But Death Stranding is 2 is coming and people were very excited about that, which, good for them. Um Idris Elba is in a video game.
Mm,
He's in Cyberpunk the 2027 or 2077. Why is it 2027? Cyberpunk's 2077 DLC. And he looks phenomenal in the game. Fuck, dude. Idris Elba just.
mm.
And I haven't played Cyberpunk because, I was waiting for them to update everything to make sure everything's kind of working properly. And now that it is,
Yeah.
I might play, and I'm probably going to get the DLC because I love both Keanu Reeves and Idris Elba. God dang.
Mm.
I'm super stoked about it. Anything else important? The new Star Wars Jedi game, Jedi Survivors, coming out, but after the last Jedi game, I'm not very excited about it. They kind of
My
fucked that one
husband's
out.
kind of like, kind of like neutral about it. He's like, "Oh yeah," because like I think you showed me the trailer for it like really early this year, mid last year or something.
Mm.
It looked phenomenal, but my husband's like, "No, they ramp up like visuals um to like appeal to people, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna look like that when the game finally
No.
comes out."
That's the thing. I was so disappointed because my husband also bought the game and
Mm,
he played it, but I think he kind of just, I don't even know if he finished it just because he was like, no, this kind of sucks. So I don't even know if he finished it.
no.
Um, One game though that I actually am interested in that I think you might want to be interested in because it's in the DC universe is the
Oh,
Suicide Squad kills the Justice League or kill the Justice League. The trailers, yeah, I was gonna say the trailers I've seen. There was two of them. One was Superman. The one that they released in the Game Awards was with Batman, and I am very interested in it. Like I myself am interested in it. They
you're not like the biggest DC fan. Like you will appreciate like a good DC story kind of situation, but you're not like a hardcore DC
no, but I can appreciate it because I
fan. Hmm.
know you're not one to watch a trailer, but you might enjoy this one.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you heard about the Superman like turning evil, but Batman turning evil, come on, like they did really well with this trailer. It was spooky and also hilarious. I loved it, and I'm actually very curious about wanting to play that game, the Suicide Killed the Justice League game, or Suicide Squad.
I just prefer Batman in general. Like,
Mm-hmm.
in case people didn't know, like I prefer Batman in general. So like, Batman losing his mind, Batman turning evil, like just anything like non-hero that Batman does, or specifically Bruce Wayne, is always going to be far more interesting to me than if anything were to happen to like Superman.
See, I have to agree because isn't he the leader of the Justice League?
Batman.
Yeah,
Uh,
Batman.
Kind of depends on like the writer and the storytelling and things like that.
Mm,
A lot of times it's Superman that's the leader, but
mm,
like Batman being like the benefactor and stuff like that.
got it.
Um, while other times it is Batman is like I paid for it, I'm the leader kind of situation.
Right, right.
It
I
it
see.
just depends.
Mm. But that's another game I'm very excited about. Actually, I'll send you the trailer after the thing, or we'll watch it together. But and the last thing that actually did take me by surprise, and I hate myself that I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a game trailer, but it's a movie trailer, and
Ooh,
it's the McFucking Mario movie trailer they released at the Game Awards.
okay.
Ugh. I liked it. I hate it. Okay, first of all, I do not like Chris Pratt as Mario personally. I don't.
Agreed.
I don't really. But everyone else in like who's voicing the characters work really well. Like they were really
Mm-hmm.
good. Luigi.
I mean, yeah, we kind of knew with the lineup, like with everyone that we were already seeing, that it's just like these are like really, really talented, big personality actors,
Mm-hmm.
namely Jack Black. So that like their, I don't know, it's not necessarily personality, but like basically their personality is big enough to be conveyed through animation
Mm. There and
and
it
just
was
their
done.
voice.
Yeah. They what was so eye-catching about the trailer though for me was the
Mm-hmm.
fact that they they built the world in a way so I have to you have to watch it for me to better explain it to you. But you know how it's like a platforming game, right? They made it made sense. Like they made it make sense in the movie trailer. Like why there's moving platforms, why there's certain
What you're
things that
getting
you
at,
do.
yeah.
Yeah. And it actually made sense in the way that they were building the world. And I loved that they did that. Like I loved that they did that. And they showed like Mario's first time, with the warp pipe and everything. That was really funny.
Yeah.
I just like that because it was obviously a trailer to represent like how they built the world and everything. Less on the characters, more on the
Yeah.
world building. They did a great job.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic. 10 out of 10, great job. So I am very excited because I want to see more of that. Like how you're going to incorporate like video game mechanics into the real, quote unquote, real world. They did really,
Mhm.
really, really, really well on it. Um, so I am excited. I am going to watch the movie when it comes out. Um,
Okay.
I just don't like why fucking Chris Pratt? Why
I
Chris Pratt?
know. Like the only reason I would watch the movie is for Jack Black.
Oh yes, and shit. Who's Charlie Day for Luigi?
For who?
Luigi's voice actor.
Uh,
People are already
I
shipping
think you're
him.
right.
People are already
Oh
shipping them,
Lord, like
and
that's what got onto my FYP is like people like shipping Luigi with Bowser.
yep. And the new trailer didn't help because I'm not. Should I spoil it? No.
I mean, I don't care.
He was
he like
he was bound by
magically
ropes.
like
I'm just saying.
mm,
And I'm like,
yeah.
people are gonna take that. They're gonna run with it. But I'm excited. Hella. Hella excited for it. Um and I agree with everybody else. I'm glad Luigi's the damsel in distress instead of Princess Peach.
He's just too powerful to be a damsel in distress.
Damn straight.
To be a damsel, she's never in distress.
That's true. Straight up.
hmm
But that's pretty much it for the Game Awards that actually stuck out to me. There were, of course, other games.
Well,
Um,
what about that thing that was like kind of promoted at the end? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
of the Game Awards?
Wasn't there something really big and fancy?
I'm drawing a blank. You're gonna have to fill it in for me.
Maybe like a musical thing, a concert of sorts.
Oh my gosh. They have been announcing Sky's concert, Sky Aurora concert for Sky Children of the
hmm
Light. For those who haven't
Yep,
heard I'll go ahead and do it because I know you want more people in. Um,
absolutely. Like people need to play this.
it was announced several times. They even had an interview with the singer Aurora to
Mm.
build up the game. Sky Children of the Light has a special concert, virtual concert in the game with Aurora as the main singer, and I'm gonna be playing it today with Abby
Mm.
off stream. Obviously, I just kind of want to enjoy it. So, and Abby is obviously, if you can't tell, hella stoked.
I'm super stoked. I've been very excited since it was announced that was what the fine like. So currently we have a special season um, in Sky Children of the Light, and it's kind of the seasons are kind of like seasons in League of Legends and Overwatch 2 and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Called Season of Aurora, um, and each season kind of has like 5 stages that are released during, I think like an 80-day period. I could be
Mm.
wrong. It could be like a 90-day period, and things are regularly released throughout that time period.
Yeah.
Just so like people don't like burn through the entire event in one day on day one. Um, so each each time the events would be released, it would be one of her songs, kind of giving us
Mm.
more lore in Sky.
Yeah.
Um, and so I think it was about 2 weeks ago ish for me that I heard that the fifth challenge, the final challenge,
Oh.
was actually just going to be a concert.
Huh.
It was just going to be a concert to enjoy. And so, um, like as time got closer and closer for the concert to drop, more information came out
Mm-hmm.
that um, the concert was not going to be a one-time thing. It's going to reoccur every 4 hours until the end of the season, which is January 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
So there was ample time to do that. There was even a dress rehearsal on Tuesday when the concert was going to be released on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so much more than I was ever expecting. It's complete, like, really thinking about it, it's like it's completely on brand for Sky, but this was absolutely so much more than I was expecting.
Well, that's good though, right?
But I can't. It's so good. It's so good. It's a short little concert, like 30, 45 minutes long. It's not that long, really. I think it's maybe about 6 or 7 songs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an experience, and that's just kind of what Sky is. Sky is just an experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Zamer finally got into it because of your hype while watching the Game Awards.
I was very excited because they were announcing it several times throughout the Game Awards, and I was like, I know that game. But yes,
it fucking cracked me up that you messaged me and Heather. Heather's the one that got me into it, and then I got you into it, and you played with both of us.
mm-hmm.
You messaged us, and you're like, "Oh, Aurora, the singer," and I'm like,
I thought like Aurora
you.
when you said Aurora, I thought it was like Aurora Borealis, like during the seasonal winter. I'm thinking like an actual Aurora, and I was like, oh, that's a cute way to name the season, not the fact that it's the actual singer Aurora. That was my mind. That's how it works.
I even told you, like, I know the VOD's already gone at this point, but I even told you while you were playing, I'm like, it's Aurora, the singer that, like, if you've seen Frozen 2,
No, I didn't know her from Frozen 2. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the call that calls to Elsa
Mm-hmm.
for her song Into the Unknown, that's Aurora.
Okay, you didn't tell me about that, but yes.
I didn't.
No, you didn't, because Zamer did. No. Zamer did when we were talking about it, because we looked it up during the Game Awards. I actually know her from TikTok, so that's how I know Aurora, which I'm very excited about.
I'm surprised that you know her only from TikTok.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know she was the singer until Zamer looked it up during the Game Awards. So that was really, really cool. But aside from all that, I'm very excited. We're going to do it today because I haven't experienced the concert yet. So we're going to do that today.
Yep.
I'm super duper stoked. Bruh.
The most recent time, like, I did look it up before because I already did my dailies for Sky.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a concert at 10 a.m. for us, Central Time. So I think the next one will probably be 2, and the one after that will probably be 6 o'clock.
Mm. Okay. So if I can't make it in time, I was about to say we're probably going to cut it short if I can't make it in time. I want to experience it with you.
That's good. With me.
With you.
And there's so much, like, I can't get over the concert because Sky has done so much for the concert. There's little social areas where you can chat with people. There's even, like, a fucking quiet room in the concert.
Oh, yeah.
For the concert.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, who the fuck would actually think to include a quiet room in a virtual concert?
I mean, honestly, I think because, I don't know, I think it's just the way that their accessibility is, because they've always been very, like, accessible friendly, especially with Journey and everything. Yeah. I'm glad that they paid a lot of mind to that. Also, hi, Kumo. Oh, yeah, so, Kumo, I wasn't supposed to be streaming. That was it. That's literally, I'm totally fine. I just wasn't supposed to be streaming last night. I was supposed to be recording, and that's my dumb ass. That's what happened last night. Anywho, but yes, I'm alive. I'm okay. I swear to goodness. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, I want to hear about your movie.
Oh,
guys,
I was feeling racy.
I haven't been able to watch. I was going to say, I haven't been able to watch a lot of movies lately.
Mhm.
So the one you're talking about, I'm pretty sure I seen on TikTok, but I want to hear more about it. Ah.
I found like it just popped up because it's like my FYP is like all over the place on TikTok. Um, just like a little clip from a movie, and it just kind of like impressed me. I'm like, oh, okay, it's just your
Yes. Mhm.
standard kind of like Korean movie, whatever. But like, what really impressed me is that it was a gangster boss. He had shown compassion and kindness to the schoolgirl earlier, and she, spoiler, it's a murder mystery.
Which is
She ends up
awesome.
dead.
Yeah.
She ends up dead, and it ends up on the news, and
Mhm.
it upsets the gangster so bad that he's like, everybody move out now, and like his entire crew. I think they had about 35 people in this little area. Say yes, boss, and run out, and I'm just like, that impressed me. Just like it hit just like a nerve or something. I'm
Mhm.
like, yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out where I can watch this because I want to see what this is about. And it's called The Gangster, the Cop, and the Devil. And I find it very good. I feel like it's kind of simple and maybe a little tropey for Korean media
Mhm.
because it feels like there's formulas in this that are very repetitive, like very common in Korean media. But me as a Westerner, it was new and refreshing to me.
Mhm.
Um, and it's about this gangster that ends up getting jumped. This gangster boss that ends up getting jumped, and so he sends his people to find this person.
Mhm.
Well, there's this cop going around looking because he thinks that there's a serial killer out.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and so he's like, I think the person that tried to jump you is my serial killer or is
Mm.
a serial killer. Um, but everybody in the precinct doesn't believe me. My boss doesn't believe me, but then again, you are like my boss is in your pocket kind of
Oh,
situation.
yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
So it's a little tropey. It's not really buddy cop,
Oh, no, no.
um, because they're trying to play each other.
Right.
He's not a good cop for sure. He's not a good clean
Yeah.
cop. Um, but he's not trying to catch the serial killer for promotion. It's like this is a serial killer and he's going to keep killing. He needs
Yeah.
to get off the street. Um, he's not corrupt, but he's definitely not a good cop. And the gangster is, they show that he's like a really hardened gangster kind of situation,
Mhm.
but he also has moments of compassion, like helping this schoolgirl.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Um, so I looked it up. I figured out what the name was. I looked it up to see where I can watch it because sometimes it's in places that like I don't want to like download. I don't want to get into like a subscription things like that. But I found out it was free on Tubi.
Mhm.
And me and my husband had already downloaded Tubi because we wanted to watch the John Wick movies that were free on Tubi while it was
Yes.
still on Tubi.
Yes. Also, speaking of, can we just agree?
Fantastic movies, by the way.
Oh yeah, y'all should watch John Wick because of course Keanu Reeves. Um,
Only Keanu Reeves.
oh the Keanu
Actually, it
Reeves.
has a fantastic fucking cast. Julia Andrews? Who's Morticia Adams? Julia Andrews? No.
No, but beyond that, have
Yeah.
have you been like, okay? So I have a love hate relationship, mostly more leaning towards love for TikTok. They have been giving me so many good movies, like recommendations and book talk, right? I've been
Yeah.
getting a lot because I'm pretty sure I seen the TikTok that you were talking about with your film because it was shown to me, and I'm pretty sure our FYPs are integrated together. You know,
I wonder whose fault that is.
that's yours. You're the one sending me 99 plus
It's
TikToks on a
100% me. I'm
day.
not going to deny that.
No, it's you. It's all you, baby. But
Yee.
Yeah, but I appreciate it because we have similar tastes in a lot of things. Um, but the I'm pretty sure I've seen the video you're talking about because I'm also very into it, and I do like
So it was this larger guy that hands the schoolgirl
an
like an
umbrella.
umbrella.
Yes,
Yes, yes, yes, yes.
yes, 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 yes. So I think I've seen that video. Um, and I'm with you. I love good mysteries. I love a good mystery.
Mhm.
Or at least murder mystery. I'm all for it. But
Yeah.
there was one other film that really got my eye, but I blame TikTok. TikTok has gotten me wanting books and like wanting me to
Mm.
get like start reading books and playing video games and especially movies now. I'm on movie talk. I've been getting a lot of like movie shit. So, yeah, dead ass. I'm probably gonna watch that film. And you didn't even know.
You.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's also on Amazon Prime.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, then I'll just use that.
Hmm.
It's like I don't have Tubi.
Like I only use Tubi because we already had Tubi installed. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
I have your Amazon Prime, but it's on Amazon Prime for free.
Yeah, I'll just do it on Amazon Prime. Yeah, not a problem. But
Mm.
I'm so excited though.
I mean, you'll have time now to watch it.
You know, one film we said we were going to watch and we still haven't done it is the new Black Panther film.
Black Panther.
Yep.
Mm.
I haven't been to the movies
We've
in
been
theater.
busy, man, with a bullshit job.
Speaking of, congrats to us.
Mm?
We quit our bullshit
Yes,
job.
we did.
I'm so happy. Um, honestly, because again, we're all both still looking for jobs. So it's not like we're just quitting, but we had to leave
Well,
that
yeah,
place.
my
That place
husband
was
told
just
me that I had to take Christmas off.
oh, good, good. You need it. This you've been on you haven't even had a vacation since you've worked there, so you definitely need a break
Once when we went down to the beach all together.
with the boss.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
that's not really
no, no, no,
that's
no.
not.
Well, remember, well, like there was that one time I went, and he's like, "Oh, y'all, you and your husband are gonna be at the beach. I'll be over there. I'll go visit too." But no,
Ugh.
remember last year we went with like our husbands and Ray and Chelsea.
Oh yes, yes, that was a vacation. So
Yeah,
Kumo,
but that was last year.
I've been curious, but about the details, but didn't want to ask. The details are our boss sucks. That's the details. He sucks so bad, like so bad, and
Oh, real bad.
he mistreats Abby. Not gonna lie, and he's terrified of me because call him out on his bullshit because of his mistreatment of Abby,
Yeah.
and he probably didn't like me. And I'm pretty sure I almost made him cry when I walked in and quit on the spot because he has a tendency to leave. Just gonna say this because this was super sweet and delicious,
Yeah.
and I'm a sadist.
Yep.
He has a tendency to leave all day and leave us, especially Abby, with the brunt of the work for the day, right?
Mhm.
He came in after Abby quit because she quit the day before. He came in and he was
I
like,
quit via text.
"Oh, I wanted to see his face. I had to see his face when I quit. I'm that person. I'm like, I'll stare him down."
Kumo, you are correct. He is related to one of us in one way.
Yes, no,
And
that's true.
I'll message you later about it.
Yeah, we can do that. But I just got to tell this because I'm very proud of myself. I'm not scared
Do
of
it.
this man.
Do it.
He is like if any person stands up against him, he'll crumble like a cookie because that's the kind of person he ain't got no spine. But
Because he's abusive.
yeah, I don't.
like trigger warning. He's abusive.
Oh yeah, that should be a trigger warning. But I don't fall for his bullshit. I never did. And
No.
when he came in, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be gone for the day," or like leaving. As soon as I literally walked in, he told me he was gonna leave
Mhm.
in like an hour ish or something. And I said, "No, sir." I was like, "Actually, we need to talk. I'm quitting right now. I'm not doing like I'm quitting right now." I swear, he looked like he was about to cry in his coffee that he was holding. And I was like, "You really thought just because Abby left that you won't that you were gonna mistreat me? Hell no. Fuck that. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out." And of course, I'm a very professional. I hold my professionalism to high regard, No matter what, I try to still be professional, even if I don't like anybody. You know this, Abby, right?
Hmm. Absolutely.
Yes. So I was like, don't worry. I'm not going to leave you with nothing. I will make sure that the new guy, because let me just tell you, can we just rant about work now that we're out? The new guy who,
Okay. So here's the thing with the new. Let me give a little background about the new guy.
okay.
So somehow we're gonna leave it a little vague. Somehow my
Uh-huh.
boss was told that I was already like talking to other people a lot closer to my home, for a different job.
Sorry, 1 second. I had to update.
Um,
I have to update our stream too, and rants along the way.
and rant along the way. Um, so he found out that I was talking to other people and looking for jobs closer in Tuscaloosa, but I hadn't really moved on it yet because like the places I were talking to weren't ready to bring on another person. Which is perfectly fine. And so I think I left for AWA or something and came back that Monday to him having hired the new guy.
Yeah. I was out of commission because I was, recovering
Yeah.
from surgery. And so I was out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
But what pissed me off is that the new guy was
Mm-hmm.
so me and Abby, we worked hard for the pay increase. We asked for a raise this year because I've been working there for
Mm-hmm.
4 years and he never given me a raise. Abby's been working there for 3, never wants a raise, even though you're technically the assistant manager, right?
Basically, yeah.
This man gives the new guy the same amount as soon as he started working as Abby. Tell me. Make that shit make
Oh, and
sense.
he didn't take calls.
Oh,
He
didn't.
doesn't call in payroll.
No, he doesn't do payroll. He
deal
doesn't
with
deal with.
customers.
Nope. All he did was clean like a room, which again, it's a lot of manual labor. I'm not dissing the new guy. The new guy is fine. I like the new guy. But in terms of your tasks, you should have been paid more.
Mm-hmm.
You were when I
Mm-hmm.
found this out, I was livid. I know what I'm worth because I straight up told my boss what I'm worth. I'm not scared of him. But I was livid when I found out how much the new guy was getting paid. And I was like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
this is going to make it so much easier. I highly doubt he thought I was going to quit. Like, I don't think he thought I was going to quit. Because he immediately.
You're really
What happened? You're breaking up. Abby? We lost her. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. You're here.
Hey.
What were you saying?
I was about to say, I don't know why he thinks that your loyalties lie with him. It's like, in this situation, like, yes, you are a very loyal wife and everything to me and a good friend. But, like, in this specific work situation, your loyalties don't fully even lie with me. We're going to, again, leave it vague because of connections and everything.
Of course.
Like, your loyalties fully lie with me in this workplace.
Yeah, no.
That's fine.
I genuinely thought he thought I was loyal to him. And I was like, bitch, I don't even like you. What are you talking about? So when I quit, again, this was hella delicious. When I quit, he was so sad. And I don't think he immediately started blaming. He was like, well, is it because of Abby? And I said, no, sir. I don't get paid enough for this job. Dead ass. He was like, is it because of Abby? And I said, no, sir, I don't get paid enough for this job. And he couldn't even argue that. He was like, okay, yeah, that's fair. You're damn right that's fair. I don't get paid enough to do all this shit.
He underpays his employees.
Yeah, he does. He knows he
underpays
does.
And he knows that he overpays himself.
Yes, because he's
financially abusive. Hey, can I make a request? When we start tea time, can we bust out some teacups for our little
next
avatar?
time? Yes, I can make that for our avatars. Definitely. I got boba tea when I'm quiet, but I'm never quiet. Never. Anyway, That's the tea of our workplace. We both left. I am very I'm very excited, honestly, just to start a new chapter. Oh, hello, Mirage Leonardo. I was disappointed that Horizon didn't win anything at the Game Awards. Like, I was hoping it would at least win Best Art Direction, as far as trailers, and somewhat looking forward to Final Fantasy 16. As long as they open the world doesn't feel empty like Final Fantasy 15. Okay, listen. You weren't here earlier, Mirage, but I'm so pissed off about Final Fantasy 16 just because I actually liked Final Fantasy 15. I will say I liked it more for the story. Sorry, do you mind if I take over, Abby? Okay. I loved Final Fantasy 15 for the story. Like, I loved it. And I hated that it was incomplete. Like, they didn't even complete Final Fantasy 15. They had to complete it in like books. That doesn't make sense. And then now they want to start a huge project like Final Fantasy 16. Fuck that shit. I'm out. You lost me, Squeenix. You lost me. As for Horizon, I am surprised, but also you're up against like the new God of War, Ragnarok. Like, yo, that's pretty big. And again, I can't shit on God of War because it is very good in terms of its like art style. The music, the score, because it won for best score, it was amazing. I loved it. But I am surprised that Horizon didn't win any awards because Horizon is very popular. And Elden Ring only won 2. And Elden Ring did get like the Game of the Year award. So good for them. But yes, agreed. Sorry, continuing.
No, you're good. You're good.
I just had to say something about freaking Final Fantasy. I'm so mad at Squeenix. But yes, that's it. That's what's been going on for the week. I hope you have a very good vacation. You need it. You know what I mean?
I really vacation.
Yeah, you definitely need a vacation.
Well overdue.
Mm-hmm. Which is good. You know what I mean? And I'm excited
Also,
for our new chapter of life. You know,
I know.
I'm just sad we won't see each other every day. Because that's the reason we started this podcast. Because
Absolutely.
We had shit to say.
But yeah. Like I was saying last night, I'm just gonna have to call you up because it's like randomly because my husband ain't gonna have the same reactions as a woman does.
Oh no, that's absolutely fair.
My husband has gotten more into like it's like, ooh girl, he's like, ooh yes. But it's not the same.
Okay.
It's not the same energy.
No, it's not. That's why we have this podcast. If you want good story, Final Fantasy 16 would be good because the director is the same as Final Fantasy 14. And he's really good at stories in the other world. See, I haven't played Final Fantasy 14 yet, and all of my friends are trying to push me to play it. So I believe it because, you know, there is good story within it. I know that for sure. I think I'm just so mad for what they did to 15. I think I'm holding it over their heads because 15 had a great amount of fans. It wasn't like it wasn't hurting them in any way in terms of like the fandom. There was a lot of fans of 15 and they just left it incomplete. And I guess I'm also scared if I do like 16 that they're going to do the same because like they literally fucked over 15 for sure.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest is somewhat underrated. Not too many people talk about it nowadays. Oh, I've never gotten into Dragon Quest. Even though I know a lot of my friends who have played it, they said I would like it. I still haven't had a chance to play it. I mean, if we're both looking for work, find jobs together, package deal for interviews. Unfortunately, we live separately, right, Abby?
Very far away. So far away.
Our work is now the podcast. We're gonna do it every fucking Sunday. Every fucking Sunday. Anywho.
I think we do kind of need to wrap it up early so you can get down here hopefully in time. Like, I know you're a speed demon, but hopefully get down here in time so you can try and catch the 2 o'clock concert.
Yeah.
Well, actually, hang on. Let me just double check because I know the wiki says, what is it? Every 4 hours, but I don't think it is. Let me hop into the game real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm reading Kumo's thing. Also still waiting on that. Dang, Final Fantasy Tactics remake because you want to talk Amazing Story. Oh, Speaking of waiting, I'm glad I'm not the only one during the Game Awards. Everyone there was trying to wait for the like a BioWare announcement for Dragon Age 4 or even Mass Effect. Give me some shit like that, bruh. Is it BioWare? Let me double check. Yes, it is. Give me some Dragon Age 4 shit, bruh. Why can't you give me more of that? Or even Mass Effect? Because they announced there was a new Mass Effect game. Was it last year at the Game Awards or something? There was a teaser trailer. Where is that? Huh? Give me some of that shit. Huh? Sorry. I was so upset. Because again, the Game Awards started so strong and ended so weak until that kid came on stage. But yeah, ended so weak. Ugh. 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 I don't think, is there another like, is there, so the, I know that Game Awards is the best one to showcase your games, but wasn't there like another ceremony event that would do it? Hmm. Help me remember, chatters. Kumo, you're right. You waited 15 years for yours. Okay, that's absolutely fair. Do you really think they're gonna do Final Fantasy Tactics? Like a remake?
I don't know.
Mm.
I have no idea.
Squeenix is starting to disappoint me a lot. That's the thing. I have a love-hate relationship with Squeenix. Mm. I was rummaging blueberries. Anyway, is that everything? Wrap it up. Who are you? Who are you?
I am at Miki Ree. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on here Sundays at 11 a.m. Central Time. You can see me dragging Ricey's ass around all over. Okay, so it's 2 hours and 15 minutes right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there and test it out.
Okay.
Like
we want to have a fair amount of time ahead of time just so we can settle in pretty well. But I don't think it's just going to be as crowded as the dress rehearsal and premiere night.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we have time.
Okay, good. I'll just remember to bring my Switch.
Yeah.
Also, Kumo, I think I found your weakness. Anytime you want to get salty or like Malton, I'll just talk about the Final Fantasy Tactic remake. Oh, okay. Anywho, who am I? I already typed in chat. I'm a bowl of ricey, and you can find me on a bowl of ricey. I normally stream from Tuesdays through Thursdays. Is that everything? Oh, and you can find me on my socials at a bowl of ricey. Twitter.
Well,
Twitter. I think that's all my socials. But yeah, thank you guys. Oh wait, where can you find us? Us two, you and me, together. Can I do it?
on Twitter, where you can send us suggestions for what you want to talk about or any opinions about yourself. You can find us at What's Your Opinion 10 on Twitter. You can check us out here 11 a.m. Central Standard Time because we Americans.
America.
With opinions about things and promises of doing things that we completely forget to do, like Snow White. And
Every single time. It pops in my brain every single time. But yes. You can find us on What's Your Opinion 10. And I also put on your What's Your Opinion podcast. We stream every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for chatting with us and talking to us. I apologize for my salty behavior. I hope I didn't scare you guys away because I have a lot of opinions on Squeenix.
You're Latina. You're just spicy is all.
Listen. At least I'm directing it towards something healthy like video games, right?
And there was that one other thing.
You know what, Kumo, you're right. It's actually, Mexico has a lot of central time too, but you know, America. Um, I hope you guys stay safe, and we'll see you next week with a topic, a actual Christmas holiday ish topic. Um,
Maybe.
maybe if we can stay on
Bah
track.
humbug.
But on the 25th, it will, like, I do know that the 25th falls on a Sunday. Unfortunately, we will not be
Hmm.
streaming on the 25th because it falls on a Sunday and it's Quimus. So, Merry
Women
Quimus, Merry Chrysler.
also will heads up because New Year's and Christmas are literally 7 days apart.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very high chance that we aren't going to have the podcast on New Year's either.
Yes. But it's New Year's, I can be a little bit more flexible with, depending on how much I drink that night.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
We'll have to see.
yes. But thank you guys so much for listening in. Um, yeah, so next week. I hope you guys take care. I know since it is still the holiday season, people are be crazy. So stay safe, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a good day, everybody. Good week. Good week, everybody. Get a week.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.